Kiran Ravi, President Zaveri sir, President Moiz, district officials, Rotarians and guests. A very good evening to all. I just am trying to remove one mark. Thank you, Rotarian Zaveri, for this wonderful meeting and inviting me as speaker. And thank you, Rotarian Samuel, for the introduction. Thanks a lot. Like the first slide says, "Sabse bada rupaiya." Yeah, it's a hit movie, and iska song bhi tha on this similar lyrics. Na bibi na bacha na baap bara na maiya. The whole thing is that कि भैया सबसे बड़ा रुपया. The first slide में I am establishing the status of money. Moving on to the next one. My slide is visible and audio is clear, right?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
These are two of my favorite Bollywood and Hollywood dialogues. So, ek to hai, let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a poor man and I have been a rich man, and I choose rich every dash time. And second one is from a Bollywood movie. You can please read.
यहाँ सबका एक है तकिया कलाम है.
1000 के नोट पे बापू को सलाम. Now third slide. What is financial freedom? So जो definition है वो है working because you want to and not because you have to. अगर Bollywood की parlance में समझाने जाऊँ तो it is like having the जादुई चिराग of Aladdin. ये एक मूवी भी आई थी, बॉलीवुड में भी आई थी, हॉलीवुड में भी आई थी. तो यहाँ पे जो भी अपनी जरूरत है जब जब वो सामने आती है, बी इट हेल्थ रिक्वायरमेंट, एजुकेशन रिक्वायरमेंट, मैरिज, वेकेशंस, न्यू कार, या फिर एपीएफ में डोनेशन के लिए भी जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, वन कैन प्लान फॉर इट. तो एक ऐसा प्लानिंग होना चाहिए कि जादुई चिराग घिसा और पैसा हाजिर. दिस कैन बी अचीव्ड विद प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. नेक्स्ट इज अगेन अ कोट फ्रॉम the famous Warren Buffett. Money is not everything. Make sure you earn a lot before speaking such nonsense. ये जो हाथ का मैल है,
जल्दी नाम भूलना भी है.
हाँ, तो ये जो कहने वाले हैं कि पैसा हाथ का मेल है, वो बहुत सारा बना के कहते हैं तो ठीक है, वरना पहले अगर पैसा नहीं है, प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग नहीं है, तो वो कहना would not be good. This movie Chakde talks about a coach, Kabir Khan. Kabir Khan है तो एक पाकिस्तान के गेम में उनके एक मिस्टेक की वजह से इंडिया loses and he loses his credit and then he becomes coach of our women team. और वो जो मूवी में दिखाया गया है कि players are from different states of India, उनका वो जेलिंग नहीं हो पा रहा है, and he does that gelling, उनमें एक इंडिया फर्स्ट का एटीट्यूड लेकर आते हैं and then they win the World Cup. उसमें एक जो बात कहना चाहूंगा कि एक बहुत सारे इंस्टेंसेस ऐसे हैं जहां पे वो कोच किस तरह से गाइड करता है, इट कम्स आउट इन द मूवी. एक है बलबीर कौर करके कैरेक्टर है, a very strong player who plays a violent game. शाहरुख खान does not take her in the team for the initial few matches. उनको छिपा के रखते हैं और एक ऐसी टीम है जो वायलेंट गेम खेलती है, उसके सामने उसको लेकर आते हैं. And that team is really caught unawares because they are feeling कि इंडिया के पास ऐसा प्लेयर नहीं है. And when she comes, she creates a havoc. तो वो जो कोच है वो सही टाइम पे कहाँ पे कौन से इन्वेस्टमेंट करने हैं वो समझा सकता है in our financial planning thing. So accurate planning and strategizing is very much required, and for that you need guidance from an experienced coach. The sound was clear of the song. It came across well.
No, there's no
Didn't
song.
hear any. We
No
didn't
song.
hear any song.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead, Uzefa.
I'll just check. Sound good. Share.
पैसा पैसा है कैसा नहीं कोई ऐसा जैसा ये पैसा ये हो मुसीबत न हो मुसीबत न हो मुसीबत 7 8 9 10
This song is from the movie कर्ज. ना हो तो मुसीबत है, पर हो तो भी मुसीबत है, क्योंकि हमें इसको सेफ भी रखना है और ग्रो भी करना है। और ग्रो कौन से रेट पे करना है वो मैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स में स्पेसिफाई करूंगा। तो ये के हो वाली मुसीबत पे भी हम बात करेंगे। This song is from a 60s film तीन बहू रानियां। यहाँ पे एक फैमिली को दिखाया गया था जहाँ पे 3 सन्स है, 3 डॉटर इन लॉ है, और उनके नेबर में एक एक्ट्रेस रहने के लिए आती है, और फिर वो कंपैरिजन की रेस शुरू होती है, जहाँ पे उनकी आमदनी फैमिली की 98 है और खर्चा रुपया होने जा रहा है। तो दैट इज व्हाट इज बिहेवियर 1 ऑन द स्लाइड, वेयर एक्सपेंस ओवरशूट्स द इनकम। सो व्हाट दिस लीड्स टू इज डेट ट्रैप। फिर वो क्रेडिट कार्ड यूज होने लगता है, ईएमआई सेटअप होते हैं, डेप्रिशिएटिंग एसेट्स पे लोन लिए जाते हैं, वेयर द एसेट्स डेप्रिशिएट एंड यू पे आउट ऑफ योर नोज। दिस इज अ हाईली अनडिजायरेबल सिचुएशन। सेकंड सिचुएशन है विच इज अ लिटिल बेटर, इज वेयर फ्रॉम इनकम आप खर्चा करते जाओ, और अगर कुछ बच गया, विच बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, अगर कुछ बच गया तो उसको सेव करो और इन्वेस्ट करो। What is the most desirable situation is the third one, जहाँ पे इनकम में से पहले ही आप एक डिफाइंड अमाउंट निकाल लो और उसको इन्वेस्ट कर लो, एंड once that investment is done, whatever is left from that you do your expenses. This is the most desirable situation, so one should try and work on this. Coming to these two movies, one movie spoke about inflation of the roti, kapda और मकान, और आज के डेट में कहूँ तो वाईफाई also has become a necessity of life. And the right hand side पे मूवी है लव स्टोरी 2050, talks about, or it showed us what lifestyle inflation would cost to us in the long run. ये दो इन्फ्लेशंस से हमें वही समझना है कि जो हमारा रेट ऑफ रिटर्न है या रेट ऑफ अर्निंग है, that should be more than inflation. तो आज के डेट में अगर आप फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स या पीपीएफ एलआईसी वगैरह में अगर वो 4-6% टारगेट करके रह रहे हो, यू वोंट बी एबल टू बीट द इन्फ्लेशन, और कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग बढ़ता ही जाएगा। रियल रेट कमाना बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है।
हाय महंगाई महंगाई महंगाई, दुहाई है दुहाई है दुहाई है दुहाई, तू कहाँ से आई, तुझे क्यों मौत ना आई, हाय महंगाई महंगाई महंगाई।
तो महंगाई को तो मौत आनी नहीं है, हमें ही रियल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न कमाना पड़ेगा। नेक्स्ट वी टॉक अबाउट भाग मिल्खा भाग, ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ मिल्खा सिंह जी। वो अपने कैरियर के, he was a very very talented runner, but somewhere in between he lost track of his progress, and then he set his goal on the world record, और एक बार वो goal setting हो गया, and then he achieved the goal and he brought lot of credits for our country. So goal setting is one part of the financial planning. Next is दंगल। यहाँ पे एक जो चीज दिखाई थी कि जो बच्चियां थी, राइट फ्रॉम अ वेरी अर्ली एज दे स्टार्ट देयर ट्रेनिंग। तो फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में भी वही रिक्वायरमेंट है कि एज यू स्टार्ट एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल, तो ही इट बिकम्स इजी टू रीच योर फाइनेंशियल गोल्स। Second is to be disciplined and be regular in what you are doing. ये यहाँ पे ये मूवी में एक ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग था, बापू सेहत के लिए तू तो हानिकारक है. It does become a little painful. Being disciplined is painful. Being regular is painful, but it achieves wonderful results. तो सेहत के लिए शॉर्ट रन में जो हानिकारक है वो लॉन्ग रन में बहुत फायदेकारक होता है. एंड थर्ड इज डोंट हैव प्री कंसीव्ड नोशंस. तो टाइम बदल रहा है, द वर्ल्ड इज वेरी डायनामिक, इकोनॉमीज आर वेरी डायनामिक. तो जो पुराने चीजें जो चल रही थी वो अभी नए जमाने में नहीं चलेगी, तो वन हैज टू चेंज. तो ये मूवी में एक आमिर खान का डायलॉग है, ही हैज 4 daughters एंड अर्लियर ही used to think कि भाई बेटा आएगा तो वो रेसलिंग करके गोल्ड लाएगा, एंड देन ही चेंजेस के गोल्ड तो गोल्ड ही है, छोरा लावे या छोरी. सो डोंट हैव प्री कंसीव्ड नोशंस. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट फिल्म मांझी. यहाँ पे दिखाया गया था कि जो हीरो है, his wife expires because she couldn't reach the medical facility in time. तो गांव के नजदीक में एक बहुत बड़ा पहाड़ था और वो पहाड़ के बाजू से घूम के जाने में काफी लंबा टाइम लगता था, and they couldn't reach the hospital. So he on his own starts constructing a road, cutting the mountain. A very, very tough job, but he stays disciplined for 22 years and he starts on his own. और जो start होता है काफी small steps से होता है. So to start is important, however small, and as stated earlier and now, being disciplined and being regular achieves the purpose. So he had a purpose, so does everyone. उसमें एक डायलॉग था, भगवान के भरोसे मत बैठिए, क्या पता भगवान हमारे भरोसे बैठे हो. So this is one line one should remember. The next slide is of 3 Idiots. Again यहाँ पे जो highlight is on shun traditional thoughts. Traditional processes are not the only avenues. यहाँ पे और एक बात थी, चतुर स्ट्रेटेजी. चतुर करके एक कैरेक्टर दिखाया गया था. What he does is कि एग्जाम के अगले दिन he goes and drops porn magazines outside other students' rooms. He wants to distract. ये जो हमारे फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग का जो है, लॉन्ग टर्म प्लानिंग हम जो करते हैं, उसमें बहुत सारे डिस्ट्रैक्शंस आते हैं. उसमें मीडिया ऑल्सो प्लेज ऑन अवर माइंड. न्यूज आइटम्स से हम काफी कुछ हम मन विचलित हो सकता है, बट one has to overcome these distractions and stick to the plan and achieve the goals. तीसरा एक कैरेक्टर था शर्मन जोशी का, जो एग्जाम में फेल होने से वो सुसाइड अटेम्प्ट करता है. यहाँ पे भी वही है कि never quit on your plan. If your planning is proper, if you are disciplined and regular, you will achieve your goals. Next is Bagban. I think I am overshooting time. Should I take a break now?
Huzefa, you take a break now. We will come back again in the part 2 and continue with that Bagban story.
Fine, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Rotarian Sadiq.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Rotarian Sadiq Sagar from Rotary Club of Pune camp, and today we'll be discussing a little Rotary now, because we've already discussed Bollywood, that is a fake world, compared it to the real money world. Now let's get really real and let's talk about Rotary, and this will be in a very interesting question and answer format. Unfortunately, there is a lot of power outage here, and suddenly you may see my screen go black. So don't worry, my internet connection is strong and I may turn off my video, but still I am here with you. So there obviously Rotary information, lots of senior Rotarians are there. I heard that lots of Rotarians are here with decades of Rotary experience and decades of service. And obviously some Rotarians are there who are relatively new like me, who have only a few years that we have contributed to Rotary. But obviously for those who are already experienced, it will be like a refresher, and for new people, obviously it will be a great Rotary information that our president has come up with. So it will be more in a question answer format, and maybe the senior Rotarians will be invited to answer the questions. So the first question I think is coming from Nilesh from Rotary Club of Ulva, Node. If you can just unmute and ask your question, please. Rotarian Nilesh, if is there.
Yeah, hi. I just want to know that what are the Rotary focus areas to the panel?
So we'll invite Rotarian Jaideep to answer that question. Rotarian Jaideep, if you can just unmute and answer the question, please. Question is related to Rotary focus areas.
Okay, Sadiq will go ahead with the next question.
Next question. So the next question is coming from Rotarian Deepak Saparia. If you can just unmute and speak, please. And ask the question.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening, sir. I just want to ask, what is the leadership?
So the leadership question definitely goes to our own very own Rotarian Vibhakar, who is also a very prominent member in our RMB. So you can just unmute and speak, please.
Yes, leader leads the group. May it be a Rotary Club or a housing society or tour members or a company department or chief minister or prime minister. All do not succeed equally. All are not popular equally. All are not good also equally. To be a good leader, Rotarian Bharat Pandya, the trustee of TRF, has given 4 darshis. Darshi first is Duradarshi, that is far-sighted. Members see today, leader sees next day. Leader should be able to see far ahead than the members. Second is Margadarshi. Leader should lead the way. Leader should not simply direct the members. Leader should find the new way forward. Let the members follow the leader. 3. Samadarshi. Equality. Leader should treat all alike. New, old, young, old, Rotarian spouse, Rotarian visitor, donor beneficiary, and so on. Leader should not like or dislike anyone. All are followers. And 4th is Paradarshi. It is transparent in accounts, in dealings, in talks, in behavior. Actions of leaders should not appear members as a surprise. Leaders' behavior should be predictable. This is what Bharat Pandya said. I liked it and I told you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Vibhakar, for
Thank you,
explaining
sir.
so well what your leadership is all about. And definitely you've trained a lot of leaders, so that is why you can speak with that authority. The next question comes with our very own Rotarian Aman. You can just unmute and speak, please. Aman.
Yes. So my question was, can the Rotaractors be Rotarians?
This question will be taken up by Rotarian Rajesh Date, if is there. You can just unmute and speak, please. Rotarian Rajesh Date, if you can take up that question.
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Rotarian Rajesh Date. What is GG?
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's answer that question. Rotarian Jagruti, if you can answer that question, please.
Yeah.
Question is related to Rotaractors. Can Rotaractors be Rotarians?
Is Jagruti there?
I guess Jagruti is not in the meeting.
Yeah, okay. Sadiq, you.
So we'll go on to the next question for global grants. Rotarian Rajesh has answered, and AG Kiran AG Kiran Rao may answer that question. AG, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Lots of senior Rotarians are here, and speaking on a topic like global grants, and that too for 2 minutes, is a tough job. Well, I have learned quite a bit in the past few years. Basically, any project needs funds. When we are taking funds from our own members, it's a smaller amount. When we're taking funds from the district or from our CSR partners, it's slightly bigger. But when we want to have projects of a large scale, really large scale, we can have something called a global grant. As the name says, global, and grants coming from outside India. All right, it's a basic explanation for this. But for doing a global grant, there are some rules, procedures, and other things. Minimum project size should be $30,000. The projects which we do nowadays are of a smaller scale, but if you want to do a global grant project, the size of the project should be minimum $30,000. Simple thing, need assessment has to be done, planning has to be done, everything has to be done. But how do we get the funds? The funds are partly from the club, partly from the district, and more or a large amount from the Rotary International, or what we call foundation. What is given in this year, let us say 22-23, will come back to the district after 3 years. The district governor of that year will get the benefit of this. So when we make a project report, it has to be very clear. Global grants, one thing is very important. The process, the documentation has to be done perfectly. It's not just any project being done for approval to submission stage. And where do we do this project? We can do the project in all the 7 focus areas of Rotary. Simple thing. If we have to talk about global grant, it's a 2 hours session. So to make it very simple, grants which come from Rotary International Foundation with district's contribution, club's contribution, minimum $30,000, and all the focus areas. That's all I can tell about global grant in the given time of 2 minutes. Thank you. I hope I could help you with some information.
Thank you, Rotarian Kiran Rao. Obviously, global grant is like rocket science, and the movie called Rocketry has just come out. But there are leaders in Rotary who can definitely help us achieve global grants.
Indeed.
So the next question is coming from a Rotaractor President Taslim. She's there. She can unmute and ask a question, please.
Yeah, I saw Taslim.
She was there.
Yeah. Rotaractor.
She will just unmute. I don't think she is available right now. So there was a question listed for her. So we'll go on to the next question from Rotarian Deepali Uswal, Loda. If it is there.
Yeah. Hi, good evening all. So my question is, what is APF, PHF, DRCC, and DRR? So it's too many, but yeah.
So lots of abbreviations, and are very on Rotarian Sheetal can answer that.
Thank you.
Lots of abbreviations.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. This is Rotarian Sheetal here, past president of Rotary Club of Pune Camp. Dipali and all the others. When in Rotary, we hear all these abbreviations, and all the many new Rotarians, or even sometimes the mid-senior Rotarians, or even the senior Rotarians may not know these abbreviations. So Jyotindra has been kind enough to shortlist 4 of them, and I'll just share it with you all. APF we usually hear when we have to give our foundation givings to the Rotary Foundation, and it is actually an annual programs fund. Okay, it is actually called the life and the blood of our foundations. So our contributions to the APF that we give from our club, it gives strength to the programs which are conducted, and they carry a brand identity so of the Rotarians. So the programs that the Rotary Foundation carries on are supported by the contributions of these Rotarians and are administered by the Rotarians alone who are doing these projects. Now the next abbreviation that Sadiq has said and Dipali wants to know is that of a PHF. So many a times, as this year and many a times in my club also, people come up to me and ask that what is a PHF? So I would like to say that it is a Paul Harris Fellowship, and you become a Paul Harris Fellow. it is not an award or anything. It is a recognition that you get when you contribute to the Rotary Foundation $1,000, and it is a giving from your end. You can give this contributions to the Rotary Foundation according to your convenience, and you can give it as $100 also, and as per your own convenience. So after the completion of $1,000, you are entitled to become a Paul Harris Fellow. And there is a facility of, you can gift a Paul Harris Fellow. You can gift it to someone also. So if you have a grandson, or if you have a son or a daughter, you can even make them a Paul Harris Fellow, though they not being a Rotarian. Sadiq, the next abbreviation is the DRCC and the DRR. So these are the two abbreviations that we come to know from the Rotaract actually. And the DRCC is the District Rotaract Committee Chairman, and the DRR is the District Rotaract Representative. So it is on par with our district governor. Whoever is the DRR, he or she usually makes the customary visits to all the clubs within the district, and they are a part, and there are partners in service. And so these were some of the abbreviations that I would like to share this evening with you all. I hope you liked it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Sheetal, for clarifying all those difficult abbreviations, especially the last two ones I also didn't know, and maybe others also didn't know, obviously.
Thank you.
So our secretary, Rotarian Samuel, will ask the next question. Samuel, if you're there, you can just unmute. Samuel, I think, is traveling. So Samuel's question is, what is a fireside meeting? And our president can pick up that question. Rotarian President Jatinder Zaveri can take up the question. What is a fireside meeting?
Fireside meetings are organized by Rotarians. As a Rotarian, you can select few of your
Samuel, please unmute. There's disturbance.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on, please.
Yeah, okay. Fireside meetings are hosted by Rotarians or fellow Rotarians. You can select few friends from your Rotary Club. You can select 4 or 5 or more and invite them to your home or office and host a dinner or whatever, high tea. The idea of fireside meeting is to know each other better. So in the meeting of 1 hour, it's very formal. Sometimes you don't get chance to do networking. It's a good idea to ask your fellow Rotarians and meet. So it's up to the host how many Rotarians you want to invite and where you want to invite. But fireside meeting is a good idea for bonding. Thank you, Sagar.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, President, for that lovely answer. And I'll also make sure I'll try to implement that. It will be a better way to network a lot of people. Thank you again.
Yeah.
So we'll take up audience questions as well, and because people have sent in questions in already beforehand, so we'll be taking those questions first. Rotaract President Hiren Oswal is here. I don't see him in the list, but if you're logged in with some other name, I'm not sure. So he has sent the question of what is vocation at work, and maybe our president only can take up that question. If you, What is vocation at work?
Vocation at work. Okay. So here we are talking about visiting our fellow Rotarians' workplace. For example, say a Rotarian is a director in a manufacturing company, can invite the entire Rotary, all meetings in the factory. So vocation at work also is a wonderful way to know your fellow Rotarians, different vocations, We can invite the Rotaract Club to visit that manufacturing company or any other office. So that way we can know the profession of fellow Rotarian. So please, in your club, plan some visits to workplace, that is vocation at work. Thank you, Sari.
Thank you, Rotarian President Jyotindra Zaveri. And Rotaractor Tasneem is back, so I guess she can unmute and ask a question. Tasneem, if you can just answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. So my question is, what is RYLA?
So the question is related to RYLA, and maybe Rotarian Vaishali can take up that question. If it is okay.
Yeah. Once again, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sadiq, for giving me this opportunity to answer the question about RYLA. Being a co-chair at the district level this year, I think I can make it, I can justify this question. RYLA means, the full form of RYLA is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. So district has a very good initiative to make sure that the leadership skills are developed not only in the youth, but I guess those who are willing to learn. So RYLA should be taken up by all the clubs in from the district to make sure that they are developing the skills like leadership qualities, or so that the leaders are making they are contributing to the society, impacting humanity. So I guess though it is mentioned youth awards, it should not be limited to any age. It should be limited to everyone who is willing to learn. So in district also, it is also it is made, I cannot say mandatory, but yes, every club should host 2 to 3 RYLAs in a year, so to make that the it is justified for the society. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rotarian Vaishali, for explaining RYLA so well, especially through the Rotaractors, and the new Rotarians will definitely benefit. One more question is coming up from Rotarian Pradeep. So Pradeep is here, he can just unmute and ask his question.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My question is, what is RCC, Rotary Community Corps? And next one is, can we take Rotary at grassroots level with the help of RCC?
Thank you, Pradeep, and Rotarian Sagar Pagadiwal will answer the question if he's there. Yeah, he's there.
Sagar, unmute, please. Sagar, unmute.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sagar Patgilbhai. I need to tell you about Rotary Community Corps. Actually, Rotary Community Corps is a group of non-Rotarians who share our commitment to changing the world through service projects. So RCC members plan and carry out projects in their communities and support local Rotary Club projects sponsored by Rotary Club, and RCC leverages Rotary's network, brand and mentorship by partnering with clubs to implement service projects of the clubs. And RCC's increase Rotary's impact and expands its reach by bringing the knowledge and talents of local people to strengthen their community through sustainable projects. There are among all over the world, there are around 11,000 corps in 105 countries and 257 districts. RCCs are active everywhere. Rotary is present in urban and rural areas also, and in both and developed countries, these 11,000 corps are basically reaching out to the grassroots people and taking Rotary's services to these people. So that's the first question you asked. The second one is, yes, we can basically tie up with our local nearby villages. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead, Sagar.
Yeah. We can take Rotary to the grassroots level through RCC, because there are so many villages where people require a lot of service projects to be implemented, And RCC is a bridge between a Rotary Club and that particular village where we want to implement. I think I've answered my question.
Thank you, Rotarian Sagar, for answering the question so well. And definitely, Rotary needs to be taken to grassroots level. And one question that went unanswered was, can Rotaractors be Rotarians as well? So maybe some senior Rotarian can answer that question. Anybody can unmute and answer, any senior Rotarian.
Hello, I am Jagruti Malviya. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Jagruti,
yes,
go ahead.
Yes, Rotarians also join a Rotary Club. While they are still active members of Rotary Clubs, however, they have to pay the Rotary International dues beside Rotary dues, Rotary dues. They will, however, be Rotaractors and not Rotarians. The new council has also passed new rules now, remove the upper age limit of Rotary, but maintain that the program is for young adults. Strongly encourage Rotary districts to include Rotaractors in every district committee. So now they become also Rotaractors join the Rotarians and Rotary Club. Thank you.
Good. That's a very nice explanation, Jagruti. Jaideep, are you there? Would you be in position to take up the question about the focus area, Jaideep?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
You can just take up that.
Yeah.
My internet connection is unstable, so I don't think you can hear me now.
Yeah, okay. Jaideep, go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Due apologies for being delayed in joining. You understand due to the traffic conditions. See, you have to understand one thing. While many do claim Rotary is an NGO, but you have to understand that Rotary is a service organization. And it does service in select areas, which are called as the focus areas. Until 2 years back, there were 6 focus areas. Now we have broadly 7 focus areas. Correct? So if we look into it, the 7 focus areas, clubs have to devote their projects into these 7 focus areas. Unlike, people think that, there are a lot of NGOs who are doing work and we don't need to really do the same thing what they are doing. Okay. What are these 7 focus areas? First is promoting peace. Very important. Right? When, for example, when I was the president, our theme was peace through service. Next is fighting diseases. I think this is probably one of the most prominent focus area of Rotary. Then providing clean water, sanitization and hygiene. We are talking of, building toilet blocks and making water reach everybody. That's the third one. Fourth, saving mothers and children. Meaning, the fairer the females have to be taken care, the fairer sex, as we say. For them, there have to be activities to be done. This could include even, child development, maternity, and what facilities can be provided so that, the females have quality of life, they don't go through the troubles. Next is supporting education, very important. I think our district has been doing wonderful work as far as education is concerned. And now they are aiming that every person in this district must be literate. Growing local economies. This is equally important. As earlier, Pradeep Khedekar had explained that, or even Sagar Padgilwar explained about Rotary Community Corps. It's one of the finest examples, of growing local communities. So local communities can also execute the activities under the focus areas, but they are not Rotarian. They are non-Rotarians, as rightly said by Sagar. And now the 7th and the most important focus area which has been added, which is supporting the environment. We all know that climate change is becoming a serious issue. The global warming is happening. And let's really cheer for ourselves and the Rotary International. Perhaps it is the first such international service organization which has realized that climate change is a serious issue. Let's increase our focus area by including environment. So I answer all my questions on that.
Thank you, Jaideep, Rotarian Jaideep, and thank you to all the speakers to answering those so simple questions. Yet they may be, you feel they may be very simple questions, but to a new Rotarian they may be pretty difficult and understand. And definitely people going back with rich Rotary knowledge from this session. And we'll be going back to our dear Huzefa Ibrahim for his session now.
Thank you, Sadiq.
Guys, meanwhile, you can put your feedback in the chat box.
Hello.
Yeah, Huzefa, go ahead.
From Bagban. ये एक मूवी है जिसने बहुत लोगों को जगाया है. Was doing a proper retirement planning. Amitabh has had 4 sons in the movie, and he takes care of not only their basic requirements but luxurious requirements. एक बेटे को कार चाहिए होती है तो वो प्रोविडेंट फंड से पैसा निकाल के गाड़ी दिलवा देते हैं. तो यहाँ पे जो गलतियां उन्होंने की, तो वो तो अमिताभ थे तो उन्होंने बुक लिखी और रॉयल्टी में से उनका रिटायरमेंट अच्छे तरीके से गया. बट एवरीवन डजंट हैव दैट चांस. तो रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग इज very essential for everyone. Moving on to the next slide, it also talks about retirement. District officials, Rotarian. Next is again a Amitabh film with Rishi Kapoor, 102 Not Out. यहाँ पे I have combined retirement with the long life expectancy. तो अगर कोई 60 पे किसी रिटायर्ड कपल का खर्चा है 50,000 rupees per month, and we take the very normal inflation of 7%, it inflates to 1,93,000 at age 80. And further, if someone lives up to this 102 not out, it can go up to 8 lakhs per month. यहाँ पे वो inflation is at work, and I have just considered 7%. अगर वो lifestyle inflation वगैरह वाला इसमें ऐड करते हैं और medical expenses which can rise with longer age, तो काफी कुछ challenges आ सकती है. Here I have picked up 2 movies which have been super hit and all-time favorites of everyone, Mughal-e-Azam and Sholay. यहाँ पे कोविड के टाइम में ये PPE किट काफी फेमस हुए थे. Perfect planning and execution is what is required to deliver a super hit movie or to succeed in our financial planning. ये दोनों movies में we all will realize कि जो story line थी, direction, action, शोले में comedy part भी बहुत ही बढ़िया था. इस music, when sets, ये पूरा जब combine होता है with perfect planning and when perfectly executed, we get a super hit. कल हो ना हो में शाहरुख खान को दिखाया गया था कि he goes to the USA for his medical treatment. यहाँ पे one point I would like to highlight is that health insurance is available for international treatment. So one should evaluate these options and also build a corpus for health. We normally advise कि जब आप planning कर रहे हो from early stages, build a corpus, क्योंकि आगे once you grow in age, insurance can become very costly. वहाँ पे अगर corpus जमा किया हुआ है तो it can be a big help. Paglet was a movie released on OTT. यहाँ पे they talk about life insurance. तो जो main hero होता है, he passes away. He has a life insurance of 50 lakh rupees. उसके किसी अंकल ने कहा होता है and he insures his life, but he was underinsured. As per his salary annual income, he could have gone in for an insurance of 1.7 crores, but he is insured for 50 lakhs, और ये जब 50 lakhs आते हैं इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से तो पूरे फैमिली में टसल होती है. It is very much essential that खाली इंश्योरेंस, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जो कहते हैं आई एम इंश्योर्ड, बट इज इट द करेक्ट अमाउंट विच यू आर इंश्योर्ड फॉर? इसके लिए रेगुलर check is required. Insurance, all these types are at the personal level. Besides that, we'll talk about businesses. We had Subhash Ghai as our speaker for district conference. So Subhash Ghai was the first in the film industry who secured his movie. Tal was the first movie which was insured. So Tal secured its mal. So if real life can be insured, why not your real life? Business, maybe there are areas where you can insure your buildings, stocks, debtors भी internationally आप secure कर सकते हो. Keyman insurance is one area. And one more thing I would like to highlight is each business should get an insurance audit done every year. Whether all the insurance policies they have are adequate for all the calamities, contingencies that their businesses can face. Next is Sangam, again a movie from the 60s. It was the first movie to be shot overseas. तो आज इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शंस में हमें इंडिया में बैठ के एक 100 रुपया महीना इन्वेस्ट करके वी कैन इन्वेस्ट इनटू द यूएस मार्केट्स, चाइना मार्केट्स, कोरिया मार्केट्स एंड ऑल. तो क्यों सिर्फ बहती गंगा में हाथ धोए व्हेन यू कैन आल्सो वॉश योर हैंड्स in Mississippi, Yangtze and Thames River. One should explore these options now, investing into overseas markets. यहाँ पे I have picked up 3 filmmakers, all different styles, and all have delivered huge hits. आप अगर read कर रहे हो बासु चटर्जी, मधुर भंडारकर, सुभाष घाई, different types of movie and all super hits. तो हमारे investment journey में भी we need to do proper asset allocation and diversification. Different strategies, different type of funds, different areas of investment work in different times. तो अगर हमारा proper asset allocation है, तो we can really achieve very good results. This is the last slide. Here फिर हेरा फेरी जो मूवी था उसमें दिखाया गया था कि get rich quick scheme में अक्षय कुमार वगैरह जाते हैं. They borrow from a don and they create problems for themselves. So get rich quick doesn't work most of the times. So one has to be careful over here. Next movie, Entertainment, में एक very rich businessman dies और पूरा will जो बना होता है वो अपने dog के नाम पर होता है. उसका एक बेटा भी होता है, वो goes to claim the money and then the whole thing starts. So ये जो will वाला part है, nomination वाला part है, that also is very important in a proper financial plan. Next is Scam 1992, which was a serial actually made on the Harshad Mehta scam. यहाँ पे भी वही कहना चाहूँगा कि lot of these scams and all keep happening, but हमें हमारा focus clear रखना है. ये सब passing phases होते हैं markets के. Long run, one does make a lot of money. And last I have covered is Radhe. ये एक सुपर फ्लॉप मूवी थी. तो बहुत से टाइम हमारा ये होता है कि हम इन्वेस्टमेंट कुछ करते हैं और हम गलत भी जाते हैं. तो बेटर टू कट योर लॉसेस एंड गेट आउट. अगर टिकट लेकर गए 3 घंटा पूरा बैठ के सर दर्द नहीं लेना है, आप 1 घंटे 1.5 घंटे में भी निकल सकते हो. तो इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी में कभी कभी ये भी करना बहुत ही ज्यादा जरूरी है. आई विल जस्ट समराइज व्हाट आई हैड कवर्ड इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट. एक तो मनी है तो हनी है, सबसे बड़ा रुपया. अलादीन का जादुई चिराग होना इज व्हाट इज अ प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लान. जब भी जरूरत आई पैसे हाजिर. प्रोफेशनल गाइडेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इन्वेस्टिंग वाइजली एंड ग्रोइंग मनी इज एसेंशियल. लिव विद इन मीन्स, ये जो आमदनी अट्ठनी वाले सॉन्ग से था. डोंट ट्राई टू कंपेयर एंड मैच लाइफस्टाइल विद अदर्स. बी वेरी केयरफुल नॉट टू एंटर डेट ट्रैप. बाद में मैंने 2 टाइप के इन्फ्लेशन डिस्कस किए एंड आई एम्फसाइज्ड ऑन द रियल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न. इतना कमाना जरूरी है जो इन्फ्लेशन को बीट करे. सेटिंग गोल, भाग मिल्खा भाग, दंगल में स्टार्टिंग अर्ली एंड बीइंग डिसिप्लिन्ड एंड बीइंग रेगुलर एंड नॉट हैविंग एनी प्रीकंसीव्ड नोशंस. मांझी, टू स्टार्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. स्मॉल स्टेप्स ओवर लॉन्ग टर्म कन्वर्ट इनटू बिग आउटकम. And then 3 idiots: don't get distracted, be prepared for volatility, and be innovative. And then I had spoken from Bhagwan. So this is my last slide now. Thank you, movie. Thank you very much for a patient hearing.
That was great, Josefa. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we will end the meeting with secretary announcement. Samuel.
Yes, I hope you guys can hear me, all of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So yes, I did announce the secretarial announcement regarding the birthdays, the anniversaries. One important event that we're going to have is our first breakfast meet that I would like to really highlight. It's going to be very new, thanks to our president's imagination. We are going to enjoy our breakfast on a metro station in Pune. So we are all very excited as members, and hopefully we'll have a great time. I thank all of you anyway to join us. Over to you, Jyoti.
Great. Sagar, Sadiq.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think we'll conclude today's meeting. Yeah, we are extending just 2 minutes. Please bear with us. Vaishali, would you like to conclude and
Yes, my pleasure, Jyotindra. So once again, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
So today we are fortunate to have a grand synergy meeting, 11 Rotary Clubs with Rotary Club of Pune camp. That is total 12 clubs for District 3131. In all, we had more than 65 plus online participants. Thank you, everyone. It is said that your curiosity is your growth point. That was a wonderful session of question answers. Rotary is a 117 years old organization. Although Rotary International website gives lots of information about the vast organization, it is a good idea to discuss Rotary information. Today we had a nice question answer session. It is not possible to cover many topics in such a short time. However, many topics such as Fireside meeting, foundation, RYLA, etc. was discussed today. We appreciate your active participation. Secondly, today in a Rotarian Josefa Ibrahim, in a very filmy manner, he made us realize the situation of the life through many slides of many movies slides to how to investment, make sure that you are independent and not dependent. So today's program was also broadcasted live on Facebook page of Rotary Club of Pune camp. Please share your comments on today's live video post on Facebook. Thank you.
Wonderful, Vaishali.
Thank you, Jyotindra.
Great. Okay, guys, we need to close the meeting, and then if you wish, you can continue or log out.
Thank you.
Meeting is closed.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josefa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotindra.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Today's was
Josefa.
very informative. Thank
It was a
you.
wonderful meeting. Let me add
Yeah,
that.
very informative. Thank you.
Informative and very unique.
Good night,
Thank you everyone for joining the
night.
meeting. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Great, Josefa. Nice program. Sadiq, excellent, excellent comparing.
Thank you, but it is the idea was more valuable.
Yeah, right.
The idea of organizing such a meeting.
Yeah. And I appreciate support from our AG Shalendra and AGA Kiran Rao. Yeah, that was helpful. Absolutely.
RMB chairperson Vaishnavi Mule is also here. You can maybe welcome her also.
Oh, Vasvik. Oh, great.
Yes, I was listening. I was listening to all of it.
We are honored. Vasvik.
Yes, it was a very nice meeting, Hazifa. I loved all the connections to the movies because you could identify with practically all of them.
Absolutely.
Yes, it was very nice.
That in background, is that one of your designs, Vasi?
Yes, it's
Great.
the house at DAUND which I have built.
Beautiful it is.
Thank you. All right, see you for the R&D meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, RMB.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Good evening.
everyone. Thank
Bye.
you very
Thank you
much.
for inviting me. Bye-bye.
Thank you.